We need to talk about our favorite farm-loving, tractor-driving, former Emmerdale heartthrob, Kev. If you're anything like me, you've been glued to the updates from the Fletcher's farm recently. There is just something so wholesome, so wonderfully chaotic, and so deeply real about watching Kelvin Fletcher, our beloved Andy Subden, and his beautiful family navigate the highs and lows of rural life. They've invited us into their mud-splattered world, shared their triumphs with the lambs and the harvests, and they've never shied away from showing us the tough stuff too. But today's update, it's hit us right in the feels. It's the kind of news that makes you want to reach through the screen and give the poor guy a massive hug. Reports are swirling today about a heartbreaking health setback for Kev, one that has left fans worried and the actor himself visibly emotional. But amidst the worry and the hospital scans, there is a silver lining that is melting hearts everywhere: the unwavering, tender support of his stunning partner and wife, Liz. The heartbreaking health blow. So, what's actually happening? It turns out our invincible Kev isn't quite made of steel after all. In a recent update that has sent shockwaves through his fanbase, Kev revealed the results of some worrying scans following a painful injury. We all know Kev throws himself into everything 110%, whether it's acting, racing cars, or wrestling with sheep on the farm. But this time it seems his body has said stop. The news centers around a severe injury, suspected to be a torn bicep or significant muscle damage sustained during a charity match and aggravated by the relentless physical demands of the farm. While it might sound like a sports injury on paper, for a man whose entire livelihood and passion now revolve around physical labor, this is devastating. Imagine being told you can't do the one thing you love most. Imagine looking out at your farm, seeing the work that needs doing, the animals that need tending, the fences that need fixing, and knowing your body physically won't let you help. For a grafter like Kev, that kind of helplessness is a mental battle just as much as a physical one. It's heartbreaking because we know how much pride he takes in being the provider, the protector, and the hands-on dad. He admitted to feeling sore and worried, emotions that were written all over his face in the latest clips. It's a vulnerability we don't often see from the usually upbeat star, and it's a stark reminder that even our heroes have their breaking points. Cuddles and comfort, the power of love. But here is where the story turns from sad to absolutely beautiful. Amidst the bad news and the pain, there was Liz. The image of Kev cuddling up to his soulmate as he processes this news is the definition of relationship goals. It wasn't a posed red carpet hug. It was one of those quiet, desperate embraces where you just need to hold on to someone because the world feels a bit too heavy. Liz didn't just offer a shoulder to cry on, she stepped up in a way that had everyone cheering. We watched as she reassured him, not with toxic positivity, but with real, grounded love. She's not just his wife, she's his teammate. When Kev voiced his fears about letting the farm down, Liz was right there, ready to don the wellies and take the lead. There's a moment that fans are obsessing over, a gentle tease from Liz calling him a delicate flower, followed by a warm, protective embrace. It's that perfect mix of British humor and deep affection that makes them so relatable. It says, "I know you're hurting, I know you're scared, we got this, I've got this." It's a reminder to all of us about the importance of having that one person in your corner. When the chips are down, when the doctor gives you bad news, when the plans you may fall apart, who do you want sitting on the sofa with you? For Kev, it's Liz, and honestly, watching them lean on each other makes the heartbreaking news feel just a little bit more manageable. Why we feel so protective of Emmerdale Kev? Why does this hit us so hard? Why are we all sitting here feeling genuinely sad for a celebrity? I think it's because we've grown up with him. For millions of us, Kelvin Fletcher isn't just a guy on a farm show. He's Andy Subden. We watched him go through hell and back on Emmerdale for over 20 years. We saw him cry, we saw him fight, we saw him fall in love. In a way, he feels like a distant cousin or an old school friend. When he left the soap to start this crazy farming adventure, we were all rooting for him. We wanted him to succeed. We wanted the fairy tale to work. So when reality bites, when injuries happen and health scares loom, it feels personal. We don't want to see him in pain. We want him back in the tractor, smiling that cheeky grin, winning rosettes with his sheep. This health scare is a reality check. It reminds us that behind the glossy Instagram posts and the TV editing, this is a real family dealing with real struggles. Farming isn't a hobby for them, it's their life. If Kev is out of action, the pressure on Liz and the rest of the family is immense. That anxiety is palpable, and as viewers, we share in it. The resilience of the Fletcher family. However, if there is one thing we know about this couple, it's that they are survivors. They faced setbacks before. They've dealt with the loss of animals, which we know broke their hearts, the stress of moving, and the chaos of raising 4 young children. This injury is a massive hurdle, yes. It's going to be a tough few months of recovery. There will probably be more tears, more frustration, and more days where Kev feels like he's climbing a mountain. But looking at the way they cuddled up today, united against the problem, you just know they're going to be okay. Liz proving she can handle the bulls in the ring while Kev cheers from the sidelines might just be the storyline of the season. It's a different dynamic, but it's one built on absolute trust. A message to Kev. So, to our favorite farmer Kev, take a breath, rest that arm, listen to the doctors, and to Liz. The farm will still be there. The sheep will still need shearing. The fences will still need fixing, but you only get one body. It's okay to be the one who needs looking after for a change. You've spent years entertaining us and years working yourself into the ground to build this dream life. It's okay to pause. And to Liz, you are an absolute superstar. We see you holding it all together, and we are cheering you on just as loud as we cheer for Kev. What can we do? It's easy to feel helpless when we read news like this, but never underestimate the power of community. Let's flood their social media with love today. Let's tell Kev it's okay to rest. Let's tell Liz she's doing an amazing job. Let's remind them that their extended family of fans is right here, waiting for the good news to return. Get well soon, Kev. We're all sending you a massive virtual cuddle to go with the one Liz gave you.